When was the last time you danced like nobody was watching? And I mean really danced. Not the careful, self-conscious swaying at a wedding, but the full body, abandon all dignity, pure joy kind of dancing that you did when you were 7 years old. If you can't remember, don't worry, you're not alone. Somewhere between childhood and adulthood, most of us forgot one of the most powerful secrets for creating a magical life. Today, we're exploring something you already know, but probably stopped doing. Welcome to the 10-Minute Tale. Today's story is about 4 simple actions that can literally change your life's trajectory. They're so simple that you might dismiss them, so ordinary that you might think they can't possibly be that powerful. But these 4 things, when done regularly, will transform not just how you feel, but what you attract into your life. By the end of these 10 minutes, you'll understand why some of the happiest, most successful people on the planet have one thing in common: they never forgot how to be a kid. Here's what I've noticed about adults. We've become incredibly sophisticated at being miserable. We've mastered the art of worry, perfected the practice of overthinking, and turned being serious into a badge of honor. We walk through our days with tight faces, rushed energy, and this underlying current of stress that we've accepted as normal. We've convinced ourselves that joy is something we'll experience later, after we achieve our goals, solve our problems, or finally get our lives together. But what if I told you that joy isn't the destination, it's the vehicle? Think about the last time you saw a small child who was genuinely happy. Everything is open, everything is light, everything is vibrating at this frequency of pure aliveness. And when they're upset, the crying doesn't last long. 5 minutes later, they're laughing again. Children are natural manifestation masters. They're constantly creating joy out of thin air, and as a result, magical things seem to happen around them. People want to be around their energy. We've somehow convinced ourselves that growing up means growing out of this natural state of joy. But what if reclaiming your childlike joy is actually the most mature, sophisticated thing you can do? Let's talk about what happens in your body and brain when you smile, laugh, sing, and dance. Because understanding the science makes the magic even more powerful. When you smile, even if you don't feel like it, your brain releases a cocktail of feel-good chemicals, endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. But here's the incredible part. Your brain can't tell the difference between a real smile and a fake one. The chemicals get released either way. There's a fascinating study where researchers had people hold pencils in their mouths in a way that forced their facial muscles into a smile position. Even though they weren't consciously smiling, they rated cartoons as funnier and reported feeling happier than the control group. Your physiology drives your psychology more than you realize. Laughter is even more powerful. When you laugh, your body produces natural painkillers, boosts your immune system, and reduces stress hormones like cortisol. Singing and dancing engage multiple areas of your brain simultaneously, integrating your left brain and right brain, your thinking mind and your feeling body. And from an energy perspective, joy vibrates at a different frequency than worry. When you're genuinely joyful, you're literally broadcasting a different signal into the world. People respond to you differently. Opportunities seem to appear. Life feels easier, more flowing. You are a vibrational being, and the frequency you emit influences what you attract back to yourself. So let's break down these 4 life-changing practices that can shift your entire reality. Practice 1. Smile for no reason. This is radical. In our culture, we think we need a reason to smile. But what if you flipped this? What if you smiled first and let the good feelings follow? Try this. For 1 full day, smile as often as you can remember to. Smile at your reflection in the mirror. Smile while you're making coffee. Smile at strangers on the street. Smile for absolutely no reason other than the fact that you can. You'll notice something amazing. The world starts smiling back. Your energy shifts from life is hard to life is good, and somehow, life starts proving you right. Practice 2. Laugh like you mean it. Adults have forgotten how to really laugh. We do this polite chuckling, this controlled amusement. But when was the last time you laughed so hard your stomach hurt? Make it a practice to laugh every single day. Watch funny videos. Recall hilarious memories. Laugh at your own mistakes. Instead of beating yourself up about them, laugh for no reason at all. I started doing laughter breaks at work. When I felt stressed or overwhelmed, I'd find something, anything to laugh about. My stress levels dropped. My creativity increased, and my coworkers started gravitating toward me. Joy is magnetic. Practice 3. Sing out loud. This one might feel scary because we've been told that singing is for talented people. But singing isn't about being good. It's about being free. When you sing, you're literally vibrating your whole body from the inside out. Sing in your car. Sing in the shower. Sing while you're cooking dinner. The content doesn't matter. The act of singing opens up your entire energetic system. I dare you to try being depressed while singing at the top of your lungs. It's nearly impossible. Sound is medicine, and your voice is your personal healing instrument. Practice 4. Dance like nobody's watching. This is the big one. Dancing is the physical expression of joy. When you dance, you're telling your body, your mind, and the universe, I am alive. I am free. I am celebrating this moment. You don't need music. You don't need space. You don't need skill. You just need the willingness to move your body in a way that feels good. Dance while you're cleaning the house. Dance while you're waiting for your food to heat up. Dance in your bedroom, your living room, your kitchen. I started dancing for 5 minutes every morning, and it changed everything. Not just my mood for the day, but my whole relationship with my body, my confidence, my sense of aliveness. When you're willing to look foolish in the pursuit of joy, you become unstoppable. Here's what happens when you commit to these 4 practices. You stop taking life so seriously. And when you stop taking life so seriously, life stops being so serious. Problems that used to overwhelm you start feeling manageable. Challenges become adventures. You develop what I call resilient joy, the ability to bounce back quickly from difficulties. But the real magic happens in how other people respond to you. Joy is contagious in the best possible way. When you're genuinely happy, people want to be around you. They want to help you. They want to give you opportunities. Think about it. If you had to choose between hiring someone who is competent but serious all the time versus someone who is competent and brought joy to the workplace, who would you choose? Joy doesn't just make you feel better. It makes you more attractive, more influential, more magnetic to the things you want. From an energetic perspective, when you're vibrating at the frequency of joy, you're aligning yourself with positive outcomes. You're broadcasting to the universe, I'm open to good things. I expect good things. I celebrate good things. And the universe starts delivering more things to celebrate. This isn't naive optimism. It's strategic joy. You're choosing to focus on the aspects of reality that feel good. And as you do, those aspects expand. When you smile at the cashier who's having a rough day, you might be the only person who's been kind to them all day. When you laugh with your kids instead of stressing about the mess they're making, you're teaching them that joy is a priority. When you sing while you're walking down the street, you're giving strangers permission to remember their own aliveness. Every time you choose joy over seriousness, lightness over heaviness, play over productivity, you're casting a vote for the kind of world you want to live in. You're demonstrating that it's possible to be a responsible adult and still maintain a sense of wonder. When you act like a kid by smiling, laughing, singing, and dancing, you become a living reminder that life is meant to be enjoyed, not just endured. You become proof that success and joy aren't opposites, they're partners. And as you consistently choose the vibration of joy, you'll start to notice the magic happening in your life. Synchronicities increase, opportunities appear, relationships improve, your health gets better, your creativity expands. So here's your joyful challenge. For the next 7 days, commit to all 4 practices every single day. Smile for no reason. Laugh out loud. Sing like you mean it. Dance like nobody's watching. Don't wait until you feel like it. Don't wait until you have a reason. Do it especially when you don't feel like it, because that's when the magic is most powerful. Watch what happens to your energy. Watch what happens to your relationships. Watch what happens to your opportunities. Watch the magic happen in your life. Remember, you are a vibrational being, and the frequency you emit determines what you attract. When you vibrate joy, you attract joy. When you celebrate life, life gives you more to celebrate. If this tale sparked something in you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more 10-minute stories that can shift your reality. And in the comments, tell me, which of these 4 practices feels most challenging for you? Until next time, keep smiling, keep laughing, keep singing, keep dancing. The world needs your joy more than you know.